What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Big Sean Sports Podcast. I know it's a late night, but it's okay. I just got off of work anyway. But I missed a few games. We're gonna get into it. I missed a few games today. The Eagles, Giants, and Chiefs in Jacksonville. I'm gonna miss more tomorrow. But it's all good in the hood. But let's talk about the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The Giants only scored 7 points. That was it. So I asked one of my coworkers today, another football fan. I said, "Well, do you think that the Giants should fire their offensive coordinator or fire their defensive coordinator?" I'm still kind of shocked that Tampa Bay got rid of their coach, Brian Leftwich. It's still crazy to me that that happened. But like I said before, maybe that was something that was going on, that this loss here just left a bad taste in their mouth. Um, it was very crazy. So I really hope Brian Leftwich can find a job somewhere else in the NFL. I keep thinking about Pittsburgh for some reason. Give me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Got to take a quick call, but I'm hoping that Brian Leftwich can find a home in the NFL somewhere around there. But now back to the Giants and the Eagles. For what I've seen and for what I heard and everything like that, the Eagles were ready. The Eagles were well coached. They were prepared for this game. Not saying the Giants was. It's just crazy how a lot of people was really pulling for the Giants. That's you got to be really careful right now playing the Eagles. I think the Eagles are really pissed off now that they're in the NFC Championship. This is a big game now come Sunday with the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. This game now has got hot between Dallas and San Francisco. It's going to be a really, 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 really great game. The Eagles, they did not look back. They put their feet on the pedal, and they did not look back. They did what they were supposed to do. Get out there and dominate, and that's what they did. They dominated against the Giants, so they're going to get the winner out of Dallas and the 49ers. I'm going to tell you what will be a very good matchup, something to watch for if it does happen. I think the 49ers and Eagles will be a hell of a matchup. A hell of a matchup. But I'm sure if the NFL had their way, they would prefer Dallas and Philly to get it on. But I really do see San Francisco. I know I've been rooting for Dallas, but I really do think San Francisco will be ready to play. I think they'll take Dallas all the way to that point where Dallas will lose. Because San Francisco is ready. Their defense is mean. They're nasty. They're ready to rock and roll. They will be on all cylinders come Sunday afternoon. They will play Dallas pretty good. I'm not saying Dallas will not play well. Dallas is going to have to slow that defense down. They're going to have to find a way to slow that San Francisco defense down. What's going to happen is San Francisco, they might bring pressure on Dak Prescott. If you want to win that game, you want to take care of Dallas, you want to beat them, I say put pressure on Dak Prescott. You put pressure on him. Make him get delusional. Make him force the ball up. Because if you do, he will. Or make Dallas beat you with the running game. You can beat them. I'm not saying Dallas is a horrible team, but I'm telling you, you can put pressure on Dak Prescott, get him confused, get him delusional, get him to hand that ball off. If you can do that, you can beat Dallas. You take CeeDee Lamb out of the game, you take Ezekiel Elliott out of the game, you got a great chance of beating Dallas. Now, San Francisco, you want to beat San Francisco, you got to take Kittle or Deebo Samuels out of the game. You have to pick your poison. if you're Dallas, pick your poison. Who do you try to take out? Do you want to take out Kittle or Deebo Samuels? I'm going to tell you, I'm more scared of Kittle than I would be of Deebo Samuels because Kittle can take over the game as well. He is a very gifted, very great tight end. Hell of a tight end. He has the tools. He's complete. So what is Dallas going to do? How are you going to slow down Kittle? If you take out Kittle, you got Deebo Samuels right there. You have other guys that can step up. So now I'm going to switch over now to Kansas City and Jacksonville. I know a lot of us thought, well, it was going to be a shellac. It was going to be a beatdown. I was one of those people that believed that. I really thought in my mind that, hey, it's going to be a beating, but obviously it wasn't. 20-27, or should I say 27-20? Jacksonville can take this momentum, okay? I understand that they lost. Take that momentum, bring it with you to next season, and kick ass next season. They made it to the divisional round, while many others counted Jacksonville out. Oh, they're not going to make the playoff. Oh, they're not this. Oh, they're not ready. Okay, now we see where Jacksonville is. Jacksonville is ready. Okay, you lost the divisional round. How can you get to the next step? That is the AFC Championship game. How can we get there if you're Jacksonville? They didn't have a failure of a season. In the beginning, yes. But they started winning. They got their heads in the game. Got a great coach there. Great quarterback who lost on Saturday for the first time. A great team. Now they can really put it all together for next season. I'm looking to see Jacksonville take that step next season. You have the team, you have the coach, you got the fan base behind you. So what else could Jacksonville possibly need to get there? You can always get better on the field. So if I was Jacksonville, I would take this momentum and I would run with it for next season. Now, I'm going to go over to Cincinnati and the Buffalo Bills. Two great quarterbacks is going at it. But congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs for making it to the next round. So, here you go. You have two great quarterbacks. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. Patrick Mahomes awaits you. He's waiting for you. So, if Cincinnati win, where is this game being played? Is it playing in Atlanta or is it going to be in Arrowhead Stadium? Either way it go, Kansas City can't get beat. They lost. They won 27-20. They can get beat. Jacksonville almost had them. I know almost don't count at all, but Jacksonville, for what I've seen, Jacksonville just made a lot of mistakes. They really did. I counted out a few mistakes. I said, oh my God, if they could just capitalize, they could have beat Kansas City. It's the miscues that killed you. You know, it's the miscues. It's the dropped interceptions. Miss this, miss that. You got to get better. They would have had to do. See what I'm saying? When you make mistakes, you can lose. If that ball is in your hand, grab it. Don't look before you run. Grab it. Jacksonville, they have to practice that. But now back to a big game coming tomorrow. Two great superstar quarterbacks. Again, the winner of the Bengals and Bills, I'm going to make this bold predicament. They will beat Kansas City. Somebody's going to the Super Bowl. That's my bold prediction. Whoever wins the Bengals, Bills, Super Bowl. I just don't see Kansas making it to the Super Bowl. I just don't see that. I apologize, Chiefs fans. I just don't see them making it that far. But I will tell you this. I do see the Eagles versus the 49ers, Bills versus Chiefs. Again, the winner takes all. The winner goes to Arizona for the Super Bowl. Can't step up besides Joe Burrow. Ja'Marr Chase, he's excellent. He's fine. He's going to be okay. So, with Buffalo, we understand what happened to DeMar. We understand that. Now, y'all really have to focus on this game. Cincinnati is out to beat y'all. They're ready. They know what they have to do. They know what they have to do to beat the Bills. We're going to see Sunday or tomorrow how that game will play out. So, college basketball. We had an upset. Now, I don't know what's going on in old Kansas. They got run out the gym. Is they starting to lose their mojo in Lawrence? They got ran out the gym by TCU. Number 2 team, Kansas number 2 at the time. So what's going on in Kansas? Do I got to get out there in Lawrence and coach these boys up or these men up? Because I will. But I'm not too concerned about the Kansas Seahawks. I'm not concerned at all. I'm not concerned. I am not concerned one bit. I'm going to share the scores with y'all from college basketball today, like I promised. But I'm not concerned at all. But I just want to see Kansas get a little bit better because they got blown out of the gym. I don't know if y'all seen that game against TCU, but they got ran out the damn gym. I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. Duke, they did well. They beat the Hurricanes today. I was thinking the Hurricanes was going to beat them. But give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick break. Stay right there. All right, everybody. I am back. Sometimes you got to take that cool little break. So, I am back. I'm going to give you all the college scores from today. That we had a lot of great games today in college basketball. Lots of it. who has the best backcourt in college basketball. So here we go, guys. I'm going to give you the scores for today's game, and we're going to give you the game for tomorrow. Xavier, they beat Georgetown today, and Duke, they beat Miami 68-66, and Charleston, they beat Northwestern. Arkansas, they beat Ole Miss. TCU, here's that upset right there I was talking about. They beat Kansas 83-60. Should we be concerned? And another upset, number 2 went down, and as well as UCLA, the number 5 team in the nation, they went down as well to Arizona. They're number 11, 52-58 out in Tucson, Arizona. And number 10, Virginia, they beat Wake Forest. And Iowa State, number 12, they lost to Oklahoma 59-61. And K-State, they beat Texas Tech 68-58. Providence, they beat DePaul. Auburn, they beat South Carolina pretty bad too, 81-66. Tennessee, number 9, they beat LSU 77-56. And Marquette and Baylor won as well. And the number 4 team in the land, Alabama, they beat Missouri 85-64. So Alabama should move up to either 3 or number 2. It would be very, very, very sweet to see Alabama at number 2. Texas, they won 69-61 over West Virginia. And Clemson and FAU and Gonzaga all are winners. Gonzaga's number 6. They beat Pacific by 9 points, 99-90. Well, you get your wins how you can get it. So, but Gonzaga, they should have blown them out the water. And the games for tomorrow, we don't have a lot of college games tomorrow. We only have a few. We have UConn. They're taking on Butler. And number 3, Purdue. They're taking on Maryland. And number 1, the Houston Cougars. They're playing Temple. But we watched that Purdue and Maryland game very, very, very well. If you blink, Maryland may beat them. I believe in the Terrapins this year. But that's your college games for tomorrow. Lady Hoops as well today. UConn, man, they rolled Butler 79-39. And Gonzaga, they beat St. Mary 82-57. Iowa State, they beat Kansas 50-64. And Oklahoma, they beat Oklahoma State 97-93. So a quick news clip here. Not clip, but what do you think about the Shannon Sharpe and the Memphis Grizzlies crap that we saw? I could tell you my take on that. That was dumb a little bit, but at the same time, it was exciting. If I was there, I would more than likely I would be on Shannon Sharpe's side 9 times out of 10. But that was crazy. This is why I really don't like the NBA. It's getting to the part to where these guys are acting like thugs out there. Just don't worry about all that. You don't have to react on every damn thing. You don't have to react on that. But they do. This is crazy, man. But it's the truth. He can't, that Brooks, he can't hold a prime. We all know that. And again, congratulations to the Chiefs for the 5th straight AFC championship. They're heading there again. So, but I'm real concerned about the Giants and what's going to happen come Monday morning, because I'm telling you, somebody's going to lose their job. It happened in It happened in Tampa. It happened in Arizona. No, not Arizona. Where happened? Where was the Chargers? So it could happen again. And again, the Eagles won 38-7. That was a shellacking. We know Ed Reed, he will not be the head coach. That was crazy there. I really thought he was going to be the coach there, but now that school has to go in another direction. I have 10 minutes left. That was crazy. I was hoping for him to see how great of a coach that he could have become. I had my money on him. I really thought, but I don't think it's over for Ed Reed. I think someone will probably take a chance on him and get him there to see what he can do. But I will say this much: I'm excited to see what's going to happen in Colorado. I just can't stop talking about it. So, with the lady basketball for tomorrow, here we go. Duke versus Syracuse, ladies basketball now. Virginia Tech versus Wake Forest. NC State versus Louisville. Notre Dame, they will play Virginia, Maryland, and Nebraska, and the number one team in the land, the South Carolina Lady Gamehawks, they will play Arkansas. UCLA, they will play Washington, Illinois, and Northwestern, and Georgia Tech and North Carolina Tar Heels. And Colorado, they will play Stanford. That should be a pretty good game as well. Arizona versus Arizona State. Texas versus Baylor. Utah versus California. Another great game. We're going to switch over now. There's a lot of stuff going on in the WNBA, but I'm going to touch that later on down the road. In the NBA, of course, here we go. We're going to get you to the game for today. I'm sure that most of y'all already know what went final and stuff like that, but I do work, so I didn't have time to come on and do it, but I'm going to do it now. Like I said again, I know some of y'all probably already had it, but it's okay to get a recap of it. The Pelicans is falling down. They can't get up, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on out there in New Orleans. The Boston Celtics, they're just killing it. They beat the Raptors today. The Wizards, they beat the Magic. The Hornets, they beat the Hawks. And your Cleveland Cavaliers, they beat Milwaukee. And the Wolves, they beat the Rockets. The Phoenix Suns, they beat the Pacers. The 76ers squeaked by and beat the Kings 129-127. Get you the games for tomorrow. And we got some pretty good ones here. The Clippers versus the Dallas Mavericks. The Pelicans, they're struggling a bit. They're playing the Miami Heat. Now, New York Knicks versus the Toronto Raptors. And the Thunder versus the Nuggets. And the Memphis Grizzlies, they will be playing the Phoenix Suns, the Knicks, and the Warriors. That should be pretty good. And the Lakers and the Portland Trail Blazers. Not to see there, people. Nothing to see there. Let's get some standings right quick. Let's see how everything stands in the East and everything stands in the West. In the East, we have Boston, of course, Philly, Milwaukee, Brooklyn, Cleveland, Miami, and 7 and 8 and 9, New York, Atlanta, and Indiana, and Chicago. Let's go to the West. Yeah, okay. The Nuggets, number 1, you have Memphis, the Kings, New Orleans, Dallas, Minnesota, Clippers, Golden State, Utah, and Phoenix. Now, I remember Phoenix was doing pretty good at first, but they started to slip on down the rails. I don't know what's going on out in Phoenix, but they need to get that fixed. But listen, everybody, baseball is coming up. I'm excited for that, but let's not forget tomorrow. We got some good games going on tomorrow. Enjoy y'all sports all day tomorrow. Will I be at work? But anyway, y'all have a great night, and thank y'all guys for listening to the Big Sean Sports Podcast. Y'all have a great night, and thank you again.